Hello, hello, hello. Good morning from the Ponderosa. Not a real beautiful day. Cloudy. This morning I woke up. There was a little bit of snow blowing around. Winter is on the way. That is why I made this trip by myself. I am going to install the wood-burning stove this trip. So in 3 weeks or so, when we come back, we will have that set up. So we can work on some things and be warm inside. Somebody needs to light a fire. Somebody needs to put the stove through the wall and outside so they can burn some wood. I will get to that. That's one of the reasons why I'm here this week. Probably just a week trip. 1 week, not week. I've moved the furniture around about 4 times in the kitchen already. So, here's a stove. You've probably seen it. Got it on Facebook. This cabinet's new. Got it at an auction for 12 bucks. It's in pretty good shape. We might repaint it. The bottom's in, got a little bit of rust and corrosion on the bottom there. So we'll probably repaint the bottom half. That's our little refrigerator. My plan here is to have it up high on a shelf. And then down below I'm going to build an ice box with a little door on the back that you can open and close to the outside like a sliding door. You've probably seen it on YouTube with somebody else that's an off-gridder. Pretty famous guy. I won't say his name so it doesn't seem like I'm trying to get views off of his name. And this ice box we carried in here last time, I got that off of Facebook, so we'll probably paint it white and black. Jenny wanted an island, so I'm trying to figure out a way to use that as the island so she can sit here and do stuff. Look outside. No sunshine today. Kitchen sink is buried. I'm hoping that will fit in that corner. And I got the table sitting here like this. So that would be the kitchen setup. Maybe some little cupboards or shelves above on that wall up to the ice box. And above where the sink will be, there'll be a big water jug. Supposed to be a dry cabin, so all we can have is a water jug. We'll see about that in future videos. And some cabinets above that. Maybe a shelf above the window. Yeah, I gotta work on that stove. I moved the bed to a different spot. Haven't put the solar panels up yet. Move the bed over there. I think I like it better up against that wall. It's going to be kind of close to the stove. I guess that way she won't freeze. I'm going to build some kind of closet in this corner. Just enough room so I can get out of bed and get around. So it'll be nice and tall. And that won't get done this time. This time I'm definitely going to work on the stove. I've got all the parts piled up over here. That was pretty spendy. Let's see what else. Spindles. Got some spindles on the Facebook. 20 bucks for all of those. I'm going to use those outside on the front here. Maybe I'll get to that. Don't have my shoes on. A bunch of tin off of Facebook, I think for 250 bucks. And he even delivered it from the farm, I don't know, 50 miles away. He brought it to our house. So I brought all that here. I got a gate at an auction for 75 bucks. They're a couple hundred brand new. It's in real good shape. Thinking about putting it down there right at the beginning of our property line. I would have liked a little wider one, but it's wide enough for my trucks, so that's probably where we'll put it in the future, but not this trip. So mainly this trip is the stove. Gotta get that installed. So when we come back in, what is it, 3 weeks, if we get cold outside, working on the roof of this, that's what we're going to do next time, and that's where that tin's going. It's going to be the roof of the porch. If we get cold, we have somewhere to go to warm up. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan, Stan. Everybody else that's watching. Last time I talked in a video about subscribers, I had 65. Now I've got 96. I don't know what I did. 96. I'm almost at that big number of 100. Still a peon channel. But we'll keep on making videos. Step number 1. The part that worried my wife the most. We'll call it the part that she worried I would hurt myself the most. Whoops. See, I could hurt myself right there. I got the marble on the floor and I got the stove off of the wood dolly that I made. We wanted to put the stove right here, but the distance between here isn't wide enough, so we got to scoot it over to that. But I wanted to have the stove right in the middle, so we'll see what kind of finagling I do with black stovepipe later. But I got that down without any pain. Well, not too much. I did sit in the chair for a few minutes. Speaking of pain, last trip, I was here with the wife. Had a dream in bed. I never dream. I don't know what happened. We were swimming underneath the dock, and the water was getting too high, and she found a place to get out, and I didn't. So in my dream, I kicked really hard to get away from the dock. And our bed is 3 feet off the floor, and I kicked myself right out of the bed, onto the milk crates, onto my CPAP machine, and, you know, I can't just have one injury. As we were loading things onto the trailer, I dropped the probably close to 100-pound air compressor right onto my foot. And let me tell you, that hurt. I'm still feeling it now, but it's getting better. So I limped around and didn't do much for the last 4 days of our last trip. When we got back, I went to the emergency room. Wasn't broke. Just badly bruised, he guessed. Went back to the doctor twice. I have to go to a foot doctor if it doesn't get better because I still can't move my toe. So, yeah, good times. It's fun getting old. So anyway, back to this. I didn't get hurt. +1 Jeff. Back to the stovepipe. I'm not too excited about cutting a hole in this wall. It's kind of a do or die project, but I'm going to do it sometime this week. Not right now. Well, just call me the horse whisperer. Except these do belong to people. The section of land that I have to drive through that has 2 gates that I have to open because they let their horses run around in their property. I'm stuck. These 2 went over here where the grass is good and tall. I went through that gate. Supposed to go call the wife tonight. Who's gonna win this battle? I already honked. I already walked out there and tried to shoo him away. You can see the results of shooing away. And I don't think the owners are home. They live over there behind those little trees. They don't live over there all the time. So I may just have to back up and get out of sight and shut the engine off for a while. That's plan C. Backed up a ways. Just when you think it looks like the coast is clear. He's still watching. The other one's right there. Ooh. That's what I thought. I was gonna go for it, but you know, they could be to that gate in about 3 seconds. It takes me that long to get out of the truck. Alright. They're walking away. Wish me luck. I gotta pull up there. Where did it go? I gotta lift that out of there. Gotta drag it out of the way, drive the truck forward, grab the gate, run it back, put it back in the hole, put the wire over it before the horses run back. Here we go. I'm on the other side. I made it. Hopefully they stay up there for when I come back through. Here we are, attempting to install a wood stove. And because almost no project goes easy, I got the hole in there. That went alright. I'll show you what my dilemma is. Right now I have a 24-inch piece, a double-walled pipe going through the wall. I'll take you outside. There it is. It looks pretty good. Number one, I am not going through the soffit and roof. Not going to cut a hole in the roof. Used to be a home inspector. It's not going to happen. So here's my dilemma. I could probably get this to work. If I came out just a little bit farther, maybe cut just a little bit of that steel away. That's with a 24-inch piece of this pipe. This is a T. It screws on there. The dilemma is we want to put gutter on this back of this house. It's rained here many times since I've been here. So we're going to collect water. So we are going to put a gutter on the back of this house. The gutter is 5 more inches. 5 more inches out from that wood. See my dilemma? So I could make a really screwy redneck style. One gutter here, open. One gutter here, open. Or, since I was thinking ahead, just in case, I bought an extra 36-inch pipe. Okay, 36 minus 24. That's 12 inches more. That would give me plenty out here. I'm probably 2 inches short with this 24-inch pipe. So there's 2 inches. And I need 5 inches for the gutter. That's 7. What am I going to do with the other 5? I can't go inside. I don't want to see a bunch of the silver stainless steel pipe on the inside. Unless I beef out the inside wall and make it look like a fake fireplace. I've thought about that. Trouble with that is, and this piece and the piece like it on the inside, there's 2 of them. I'm going to call them sleeves. And they fit together and they're just about maxed out. So I can't add another 5 inches to that. So it's going to stick out 5 more inches more than I need. So I'll probably have to build something on the back of here that I can connect the support braces to help support all of this weight and then be able to go up. So it might look a little weird, a little different, but I'll try to make it look the best I can. I'm trying to get a fire tonight. That's my goal. We'll see. Alright, here's my deal. Inside it's pretty close to where I'd want it. See all that? It's gonna be way out there. Way out there. I'd ask for opinions, but by the time you give me some great answer, I'm already going to be home and have this done. So, I guess our wood stove is going to be out that far. I'm not crazy about it. I'm going to build some kind of box out here with the same kind of wood that's on the cabin. Put some board and batten around it, and maybe it won't look as weird, but that's how far it's going to have to be. Well, my goal today was to have a fire. It's almost 6 o'clock. I started around 7 after sitting around for 2 hours waiting for daylight. This is how far I got. A little bit of back and forth. This is not the final product. I still got one more piece of tin I got to put up. But that's going to take some thinking. It's getting late in the day. Brain's getting mushier than normal. So, the tar paper is for the wood that's going to go inside here. Like outside, only it's going to go horizontal. So we're going to put tar paper behind it in case there's some voids or a knot or something, so you don't see the styrofoam insulation. You'll just see some black. So I got that. I got some wiring. We're going to have someday have some lights in here. So I got the wiring going behind there already. Trying to think ahead. So that's where it's going to go. I'll show you what it looks like outside so far. Okay, no, I am not from Arkansas, Alabama, Louisiana. I don't have a whole lot of redneck in me. Maybe I do. Look at this. Pretty sketchy, huh? That's how I've got it set up for now. I told you I was going to have a fire today. So by golly. That's what I got so far. That ladder's holding it up halfway level-ish. As long as I don't hear any major windstorm, I think that's going to hold for tonight. And then tomorrow, I'll make it more stable. See, I about fell again. Now that's just with one 3-foot pipe. I've got another one. That would probably take me to about the top. Right there is north. So all winter long, west is behind me. All winter long, the breeze is going to be coming right at us. So I don't know what kind of draw I need. I believe back from my old home inspection days, they recommend 2 feet above the highest point of your house. So I would need the 3-footer and that 2-footer that didn't fit through the wall right. That's not going to happen. I might put that 3-footer on there. Geez, that would put it way up there. I'd have to brace that sucker with about 50 wires and cables and who knows what. Plus the box I got to build down below. Today was nice. Eventually the sun came out. The solar panels kicked butt. I shut the generator off. Got it up to 100%. I don't know, now that I got the wood stove close to official. Like I said, I like to be prepared. Don't tell anybody that I transported firewood across the state line. But that stuff's about 8 years old, been covered up. It's probably rotten. The neighbor's chainsawing right now. He must think something's on its way. Well, I was thinking about making a fire tonight. I don't want to walk all over the forest looking for kindling. Dang it! Darn it! Do you guys have that voice in your head sometimes that says, "What are you doing? You're not done yet"? You know, I had that plan where I was going to quit because my brain was starting to get kind of mushy, and I thought the smart thing would do was to quit. But that voice in my head, I'll say mine is my dad. Mr. Daylight is burning. You guys, it might be your mom, an older brother, somebody you work with, who knows. Well, I just had to get the fire going. Just in case you thought I was lying and I was some reality TV. Yeah, if you see that rain cap up there, it's got a little slant to it now. Why, Jeff? Well, because I tried to put 6 feet of pipe up there with the rain cap up on it all in one shot on the ladder. It didn't work out so well. Here in logging country, they would call that timber. So that all fell. So that got bent up a little bit. I definitely need that other 3-foot section on there. Yes, everything looks like it's working hunky-dory now. But the inside of my cabin, you could just about smoke meat in. I'm sure I smell very smoky. So yeah, I couldn't quit. Had to get a fire going. And the only way to get that smoke out was to make a bigger fire. Now at home, I cheat. Not in the house. I don't have a fireplace in the house. I grab the old gasoline can and whoosh, there's a fire. So here I used a little lamp oil and I threw all kinds of kindling in there. I found some. The count is not what it used to be. And I put a bunch of that in there, put up with the smoke for a little while, and voila, we now have a fire inside. But it's smoky, so I'm airing it out. Holy sheep.